Next picture, Frank. What is your first impression when I show you this?
I just remember when Chris Pratt does the finger and they blur it out.
Because my first thought is when he's like, they look like a-holes.
Yeah, he's like, what a bunch of a-holes.
Yeah. So Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, was released August 1st, 2014. And this was a pretty big leap for Marvel because Guardians of the Galaxy was not very well known. There had been some really good comics, and actually Alan knows of some that were really good runs in the comic books before the movies, but it wasn't a well-known commodity.
Yeah, I think that was like one of their big gambles at that time. Nobody had really heard of that crew.
It had a budget of $232.2 million. It ended up making $773.3 million at the box office. It's a great movie. In fact, I really enjoy the entire trilogy.
Yeah. I do too. The second one I even enjoy. A lot of people don't like it, but I enjoyed the second one.
A lot of different actors were up for Star-Lord, including Joel Edgerton, Eddie Redmayne, Zachary Levi, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Glenn Howerton. You know Glenn Howerton?
He's the guy from your sitcom.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. As for Gamora, Amanda Seyfried? I never know how to pronounce her name.
That's the chick from all those...
she was in Mean Girls.
The Ted 2.
Yeah, she was in Mean Girls. Well, she was up for the role of Gamora, but she ended up turning it down because she didn't want to spend that much time in makeup. So obviously it was
Hollywood. What are you talking about?
Zoe Saldana. Bradley Cooper ended up voicing Rocket, but there was another actor that actually was the stand-in. You know who that was?
Pee Wee Herman.
It was not Pee Wee Herman. It's actually...
Oh, the stand-in. Yeah, the brother.
Sean Gunn. So that's James Gunn. He's the guy that directed these. He's now the guy that's taken over the DC universe.
Yeah.
And then that, of course, is his brother, Sean Gunn, who also plays Kraglin. The soundtrack for the movie hit #1 on the Billboard charts.
Yeah, it was a great soundtrack. I have that soundtrack.
It was the first time a soundtrack with all previously released songs had done that. There wasn't an original song. It was all previously released stuff. And finally, for the movie, it did score 2 Oscar nominations, Best Makeup and Hairstyling, and Best Visual Effects, but it did not win either of them.
Shocking.
All right.
That soundtrack was good.
It was a fantastic soundtrack. I actually really enjoy listening to that soundtrack.
I like on the second one they actually put the Hasselhoff song.
No. I love the fact that they hand him a Zune and they're like, this is how all the people are listening to music now on Earth. Because I knew somebody with a Zune.